It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Sam Darnold. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Dolphins and the Falcons,
they have Sam
and it's coming
Darnold?
right up on EA Sports.
Oh.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass.
Hold your block. That's all I fucking ask, you fucking idiot.
That's all that really matters.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown.
There we go.
Albert O, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon.
There we go. Come on.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo.
Let's go.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On first down, Darnold. He'll dump this off to Achane. Powering forward. And he works through.
Can y'all fucking tackle him? Holy shit. Fucking dumbasses, all of you.
Darnold now to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to
Holding.
Knox, the tight end.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
To throw is Darnold. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure brought in.
Off the air. Wheeling.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of
late
bounds,
hit.
but not
Anybody?
before he's inside the 30. 76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Let's go. Bijan.
Robinson, 29 yards. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuck at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room.
That's why. Let's go.
Darnold, and he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way.
Oh, if I get that, ooh, if I get that juke, that's probably housed.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We're going to stick.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
That's fine.
Defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a
That's
yard
fine.
to the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
There we go, Warren. Yeah, I like that. Still gonna bring you over. Hopefully get some. There it is. There it is. Whoop.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's
Well,
able to
the
get
tackle.
this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 137 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That good for 19 on a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends.
Oh my gosh.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now Arsenault throwing again. And this is incomplete.
Bro.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2
That's
straight
fine.
incompletions.
No, we're good.
This defense
We're
has
good.
had enough. Apparently they're saying no more.
Still
Just
tired,
taking a
that's fine.
stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
A give left side to Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Off of play action, Darnold. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Darnold. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Darnold completes it, and he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Darnold. And he can't
There we go. Good stuff, y'all.
We'll pause for an injury. That's the quarterback, Sam Darnold, in need of some assistance following that last play. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season.
Be feast. Let's go.
Okay. We'll step aside and be right back. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Arsenault on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Okuwebe now. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Robinson on a give right side. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Check that. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check smash, check smash. Mustang 19. 79 Bronco. Let go.
Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Tweet that nothing's imminent, but the interest is there.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
Person in the media, do not listen to them. The Eagles are working on the other side.
Duh.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun throw for Stick. And this pass broken
Good stuff, Terrell. Good stuff.
Contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. That's taken on the 25. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
No.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Street.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
alert, rig alert. Go.
On the give, here's Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Check, Panther. Hey, Smash. Ready.
Hand off now to Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Check it.
They'll run with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down and a run by Robinson. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Robinson.
There it is. Let's go.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long.
Let's go.
And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Coup for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Stick. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. 1st and 10, Stick. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Roll. Alert.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Yeah, well, we get these.
There's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
You can stop that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons
there you
get
go,
there
Simpson.
for the sack. Trenton Simpson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. Yeoman's effort on that last drive. 7 carries, got the touchdown as well. And the O-line probably got a little extra oxygen on the sideline in between.
And deservedly so, because they were also calling for him to continue to get the ball, because there's a rhythm that gets established, right? When you're running it well and the back's getting the ball and he's in sync and reading blocks, and the offensive line wants to continue to pound away. Haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than he likes to run block. And that last drive, we saw the end result, didn't we?
Yep, and all were rewarded with a trip to pay dirt. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end of the half.
Bro, why would you go, you idiot? Why in the world? It's an outside run. Why in the world would my team blocker go inside? Why? It is literally an outside run. What?
Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Hill to return it. Now a hit and a loose football.
Thank you. Give me that ball back.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Boy, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. They'll run here with Robinson.
Oh, man.
Oh. Revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Have fun.
Check. Go.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here we go.
Knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. Defensively, I know they have a lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Stick looking to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Stick back to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the Falcons' 4-yard line.
Stick looks to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Third down, they'll throw with Stick.
Oh,
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On fourth down, here's Stick.
Wide open.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami. Dawson Knox from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So still lots of work left.
Seriously?
To do, but here comes the onside kick.
Okay.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a yard
You know
on the
what?
run there.
I
That's
like
going to bring
this.
us
I
to
like this
fourth
call.
down.
Let's go for
This
it.
late in the game, Charles,
Let's
I
go
think
for
you
it.
maybe seriously have to think about going for
Even
it.
number 20.
Especially where they are in terms of
necessarily
field
need
position,
to.
because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for
300.
it. Looks like a smart
Getting
play.
300.
Hey, check that. Check that.
Getting 300.
They run. Robinson. Oh, look at the juke. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Come on, come on. Hey.
So pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Ready, set,
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
go.
Here's Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Ready.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Go.
Bijan Robinson with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Falcons extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
Like, what is this?
And that stretches the lead to 27. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Sticks throws taken in by Waddle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off play action, it's Stick. And the Falcons get there.
Baker Brooks. Let's go.
Down he goes. Jordan Brooks.
And it the sack, baby. Let's go.
Will be the final act in this ball
Get
game.
the sack.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
19, let's go.
So for the Falcons,
they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season.
and now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl.